A lot's been going on. A lot of us are starting to fall behind because we never made getting ahead a priority, and that needs to change. Welcome to Exquisite Nation. Good morning, guys. Maddie Q here from ExquisiteNation.com, bringing you another motivational morning video to jumpstart your day and set you up for success, not just for today, but in the long run. And we are talking about getting ahead and staying ahead today. And what that means is we are doing things that is set for tomorrow or set for next week. Go ahead and do those today. Go ahead and do those today. And once you get so far ahead, you're doing next week's work this week, push it a little further, and now you're doing the stuff that is set up for next month, this month. We can apply that to finances. You can pay a lot of these bills, you can pay ahead of time. You can build up a positive, which it shows up on your account as a negative, which means these utilities companies, they owe you. And you'll see this a lot when you are actually using the solar panels and you're collecting enough energy to where you have a surplus and they're owing you money. But you can also just pay money like for a month or a couple of months ahead so that you have a little cushion for hard times, which, you know, a lot of you are in hard times right now just because of how everything's been going up price wise. And it's causing a lot of stress, a lot of strain. I'm feeling it too, you guys. It's very stressful. But a lot of times we prioritize being ahead, staying ahead of the curve. A lot of these little tragedies that hit society as a whole, they will not affect you because you prioritized staying ahead, getting ahead and staying ahead. So now you're not falling behind because you've already paid your bills up for the next 3 to 6 months. So something happens, and not just, something that's going on in our society as a whole. Sometimes stuff can just happen to you. And no one else around you is feeling this. No one else around you is seeing this. No one else around you cares sometimes. You might lose your job. You might get sick. Anything could happen. And you want to be prepared. Be prepared. Stay prepared. These are some very key components to success. And a lot of this is planning. We talked about planning out your days and your weeks and your months. I talk to you guys every day about journaling and those daily tasks. Okay, we're writing our tasks. Okay, start putting in what you can do to get ahead into those tasks. Make getting ahead a goal, a short-term goal. This is something we want to accomplish this year. I'll say for everyone on my channel, I want this for you. We're going to accomplish it this year. 3 to 6 months ahead on utility bills, rent, mortgage. I myself did this with my mortgage, but not so much with the utilities. I really should. I recommend you guys get on this plan. Let's challenge ourselves this year. See how far we can get ahead. Stop eating out. Start cooking more, saving money. put that money to getting ahead on utilities, put that money towards savings account, put that money towards investments. A lot of times people will go through things and you'll wonder how they're still doing good. I know we all have coworkers who might have missed a lot of work. They took off, they're traveling, they're doing these things, and we're wondering, how can they afford to do this? They make the same thing I'm making. What do they have going on? And a lot of times they have savings, they have investments. Try to talk to a few people and see how they are planning, especially people who are making ends meet with the same income as you. You might can learn a lot from them if you just see what they're doing. These people are investing, they are buying stocks, they're buying cryptos, they are building up savings accounts, and a lot of people are getting ahead on their bills. Things are getting so crazy nowadays just with the inflation, and it's getting harder and harder to keep up for the average working American. And I think, this year we need to turn things around for ourselves. This year we need to make some serious changes. We need to overhaul our lives, give our finances a makeover, and we need to just get on track, get ahead. And this is something that really can just have your back when things go wrong, things don't go as planned, and you're scared, you don't know what to do. A lot of times we're not mentally fit to just be in action mode. And let's say a tragedy strikes, it'll be nice to have 3 to 6 months to think about things, to think things over, to process our emotions on how we're feeling about this tragedy, whether it's being fired, whether it's being deaf in the family, or just anything that can happen to you that can be traumatic. You might not be fit to act at that moment, but being able to take a week before you have to worry about finances, or take a month before you have to worry about finances, that can make a big difference for you mentally. It can do a lot to improve your health, because a lot of times the stress is killing us, literally. And taking some of that off of yourself is very important. I think it's something we should prioritize as a society. Then we're going to wrap things up on this, guys. Everyone's going to have to go about this differently, because we're not all having the same finances. But basically, just cut expenses where you can. Things that aren't necessary, stop spending money on them, and just try to get ahead. We want to get out of the paycheck to paycheck mode that a lot of us fall into from time to time. We want to get out of that and get ahead. Pick up side work if you have to, side hustle. There are a lot of side hustles. If you look around you, look at what some of your coworkers are doing, and you can peep game on them. Or some of your classmates, a lot of you are in school. Peep game on what your coworkers, your classmates, your neighbors are doing to bring in extra income on the side, and see if it's something that you can do, not necessarily to compete with them, but maybe complementary. Like, you might have someone who's selling food, maybe you can sell drinks. Just think it over. You'll start noticing things within your own circles once you start just looking around or asking around. And there's something that you yourself can do that can bring in extra income. Everybody has something they can do legally to bring in extra income. You might not be aware of it. It might take some research, but there's something within your capabilities that you can do that can help you get out of the hole, that can help you get ahead, that can help you get on track. And that is something we're going to find. I say research, stay motivated, don't get down, get on the grind, and we're going to get ahead and stay ahead. All right, guys. Maddie Q out.